Hi everybody, Darren from Movie Reviews 101, and we're back! Yes, we're here to talk about movies once again, and it's been a long time. I know, I I still write all the time, but when it comes to videos, it's just not been something that's interested me as much. I've looked at other projects I've wanted to do, like I've teased a lot about my massive idea of the letterbox breakdown, which I love doing research on stats. But until then, we're just going to do some little rambles, reviews, whatever you want to call them, about movies. And today, we return with Buy Now, the shopping conspiracy. Wait, I'm not selling you anything. They're selling you everything. Directed by Nick Stacy. And this documentary looks at how the big fancy companies are using subliminal messaging to make you buy stuff you don't need, and then it's causing problems around the world and basically destroying the world slowly. It looks at how things are getting produced that you can't repair, you just have to replace, and the things that you get rid of just get dumped into no man's land. And so it's trying to put forward like how we should be trying to change things going forward. It has a lot of people who have worked for companies like Amazon, Adidas, and others over the years who have worked on these messaging, thinking that they're doing the right thing, but then learning they weren't and deciding that they needed to be the people to lead the charge for change. So I think it's very interesting. Like, we could say it's a bit preachy, but that's the point. You've been told to buy stuff you do not need because they're new. They're nothing different. The old ones aren't going to last as long, and you're the one falling for it, so you're the one buying it. And that's just how they've tricked you into their marketing. And they admit that they've made these mistakes, and without realizing just how much lasting damage they're going to be doing to everybody in the world. So it has that side of the message. So you will learn bits and bobs, like especially when it comes to companies that say they are recycling, reusing, repurposing, etc., whichever word they want to use, when in actual fact they're just dumping it. And because they've told you, you think you're doing a good thing, when in fact they're just doing the same as if you throw it in the bin yourself. And we will have to take the step back and say it doesn't mean every company is doing that, because, well, there's lawsuits and stuff. But the point is, the ones that are being questioned claim to be fixing stuff that are not fixing stuff. They're doing things to keep people quiet, and this shows you just how much they're doing. I do think it's very important that you watch something like this if you are someone who buys a lot, and doesn't and thinks they're replacing stuff when they're not. It gives you the right sort of message, what you need to think about changing yourself without just being like, you're wrong, don't listen to us. So so we do get to learn a bit about the process. It also shows some of the people who have been fighting back. Like, there's some TikTokers who do TikToking through garbage, and then there's other smaller employees who have their horror stories of what they're told to do to stop people doing the TikToking, and even just the homeless people going through the garbage, just so nobody will ever want to touch what they're throwing away. So it isn't just people being blamed, it's companies doing what they want. I ended up giving this movie a solid 4 out of 5, because I do think there's a lot you can learn, and you can also have a bit of fun watching it, because it is very much like people who are buying things just for the sake of buying things, coming from the person that's got a lot of physical media. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe. But we don't know. Anyway, if you want to check this out, it is available on Netflix. Go and have a look, see what you think about it yourself, and leave some comments below, and hopefully we can have a little chat about this and how much we are spending on shopping that we do not need. Thank you, goodbye, and check the basket on the way out.